And I start to eat the bacon and my throat starts to swell up.
Oh. Always check the labels, always double check with the people, but sometimes people will still give you surprise meat.
Maybe it's dangerous, maybe it's in the hospital. Would you like that?
Hey, it's Kathy Cat and...
It is Brandon from Lactose Intoler-Art.
So, Lactose Intoler-Art. That also comes from lactose intolerance.
Yes, it does.
Probably not a big secret.
Yeah, the joy of dairy allergies.
Right, and that's what we're actually going to talk about today, because if you have any special food requirements, allergies, that might be a big issue when you come to Japan. So today we're going to talk about how you can deal with that and how we have dealt with that.
Yes, well, I am actually severely allergic to the protein part of milk. Bum, 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 bum.
Milk, so no milk product, no dairy at all whatsoever.
Zilch. Lactose itself is okay, but no milk, no dairy, no protein.
Right.
Well, no milk protein, I should say.
Right. Does that only count for cows or any other animal?
So any kind of milk that comes from a living creature is not okay for me to drink or touch.
Drink or touch, so that actually brings us back also to vegans who probably will have the same issues as well. So
definitely.
How did you deal with that? So you obviously can't have any milk products when you go to a restaurant, when you go out eating.
No.
What are the big traps? Where did you have to be careful?
I had to really, really be careful with bacon, actually. So this wouldn't apply to the vegans out there, but somebody had made me a wonderful breakfast, and it was supposed to be totally dairy-free. They'd checked everything, and I was like, oh, bacon, this is great. And I start to eat the bacon, and my throat starts to swell up.
Oh.
And we found out, it had been processed in milk, and so has most bacon in Japan. So you wouldn't expect that if you're looking out for milk in particular. But for vegans, I think to look really closely at the ingredients for like a lot of snacks you wouldn't expect. Sometimes ramen can be vegan if there's not any meat on top of it, or if the soup isn't processed with pork or shrimp. Sometimes the soup itself has been mixed with other milk products, so it depends how sensitive vegans are. If you have an allergy though, I've definitely had ramen that was supposed to be completely dairy-free, and after sipping on the soup for a little while, it was, felt close.
Because people are not as much into detail with allergies as you expect it to be.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you, in the UK, if you say you have a nut allergy, people will go like, whoa,
I know,
okay,
like,
let's double check.
Right.
And they will check if like the product has been done somewhere where there are nuts and stuff, so they're really, really into detail. While in Japan, people are like, oh, nuts? I don't know. And then they will go to the kitchen for half an hour, and then they come back and tell you, we still don't know. If you have any allergies, be very, very careful, count the level of time. And what I find is good for one of my friends, she has several allergies.
Okay.
What she usually does is she calls the restaurant in advance. Usually then the kitchen is able to allocate for her needs.
Because if you give people enough time to prepare, people are generally really helpful and willing to go the extra mile.
I went to like a Lolita meet the other day, and I can't have nuts, so what they did for me is like everyone got scones. I got scones with it that definitely had no nut content. So that was a good one for me. Give people time in advance is, I think, a big thing.
Right? Totally.
What do you usually say when you go to a Japanese restaurant?
Usually when I first go in, especially if it's crowded or if there's not a lot of seating, I tell them straight up, like, I have this kind of dairy allergy. I could technically die if I ate enough of it. Usually they just say, yamete hougai, like, it's just better not to come in here because we can't guarantee that something didn't touch something. And then I'm kind of like, okay. I remember when I first moved to Japan, I was really wanting ramen where I live. And one of my friends was going around with me, and I thought ramen shouldn't have milk in it. And most Japanese people are like, no, there's no milk in it. And most of the chefs, they were just like, yeah, we can't guarantee that there's not little particles in the soup or whatever. And I was like, dang it. Then I finally like found my one ramen place that was totally dairy-free, and I went there like once a week.
Like many restaurants, especially if they're chain places, I find they're sometimes very hands-off because the staff doesn't have the right knowledge or access to the details of what actually is in the product. And there is not like an allergy list in most restaurants. So they will just go, sorry, like hands off, we don't want to risk it. So it might be totally fine, but they don't want to risk it because they can't guarantee, because they don't have the access to the information. I find with especially Western restaurants, sometimes there are no nuts or whatever milk products in this, but it might be fabricated in an area that has this. So they will actually, some of them will be trained in actually knowing that, because with other ones it will just be, no, it's not in there, it's fine.
Right, I've had that so many times. They're like, tabun haite nai kana? And I'm like, I can't go with the maybe. I can't go with the maybe not.
Maybe
like, I have to know.
Dangerous.
Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe it's in the hospital. Would you like that?
If you have a strong food allergy, A, phone them in advance. B, also make sure that if it's really strong, that you can't even have things that were fabricated in a certain area. Research a little bit, trial and error, and be sure to always maybe have meds with you if you go out still.
Definitely.
Because you had the trap, right? You had
a
couple of trap foods.
Oh yes, for sure I have. So take it from us, like, don't test the waters, especially if you have a severe allergy. Ask, learn the Japanese phrases. Just simply say, I'm allergic to this. If it can kill you, you definitely need to learn, I'm allergic to this and it could kill me.
People will not know how strong allergies can get.
Because they can range, right?
Yeah, the knowledge is not there as well.
Yeah.
So people will go like, oh, it's fine because it's not in there. But then it's particle-wise somewhere in there.
Right.
So be very, very careful with that. It's a very futuristic city, but on that area, some people don't have that education yet. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I don't have as many friends with allergies either.
Friends with allergies.
Yeah.
Should be a title of a new collection.
Exactly.
Like this dude here.
Well, I actually did do an allergy collection, right? This is Allergie-kun. Hey guys. He's like a clutch bag. If you turn him around, he's got a little zipper there.
Hooray.
Yeah, you can unzip his back and all of his allergies fall out now.
Oh, you can see he has a bit of an allergy.
I mean, that's one thing I really like to do with my brand is like take something, of course, like positive nostalgia, but also like trauma or something that wasn't necessarily a good memory from growing up, like being allergic to milk. I don't know, for me, kind of from that negative experience, I want to take it into a new context with whatever I'm creating and just being like, hey, I've got an allergy. I can't change it. So I'm going to make an allergy guy.
Yay.
And he's gonna be fun,
Make
and
the
we're gonna embrace
out
him.
of it.
Right.
Embrace it.
Embrace the allergy.
You can't change Japan, so just be sure that you're safe. Even if you have the bracelets, I know sometimes in the UK people have the allergy bracelets.
Right.
I've never seen anyone wear these in Japan. People might not understand them.
Yeah.
You would think you might get in a situation where you might get into shock. Maybe have that written on a card in Japanese. So ask one of your Japanese friends or so to write that up for you, so you have that in your purse or something, so you can show that. Very, very important. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Now, on a
lighter note, right?
lighter
Yeah, I was
note,
gonna say, but don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared.
We're still alive, right?
We've been fine. Your allergies are a lot stronger than my allergies,
and I have not died yet, right? I made an allergy collection, and it happened. Japan is a wonderful place, and you can find a lot of alternative food here, believe it or not.
Do you actually cook as well? Have you just found the right places to go to?
I should cook. I don't cook very much. I can cook some non-dairy French toast, which is fun. In my neighborhood, I found a lot of really good places that serve fairly reasonable, like non-dairy meals, but also snacks. A lot of snackage.
If you like turn the label over and you remember the kanji for milk and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah.
And you have snacks. Will you still sometimes get allergic reactions to it?
Yeah.
So even if it says no milk products?
Yeah. Usually, like, if there's a clear allergy label, that's like when the company's gone the extra mile and I'm just like, yes. Then it's usually safe.
Yes.
There's like that little circle that says there's no milk in it, and it's pretty much like a guarantee. That wasn't there when I first came here, I don't think. Like, that's fairly new.
I think that's new. That's come over a little bit from abroad, that they actually have like a similar thing where they say if it has shrimp, wheat, milk, egg, soy, or nuts in it, or soy in it.
Yeah.
Those are usually the main things people are now starting to label, but not so much. Don't expect it when you come. It's really rare. Like, for me, it's more like, oh, this is on there?
Right. Exactly. That's when I get really happy. I'm like, yes, I know I can be safe. There's like weird katakana words that are maybe, I think it's whey powder, which is like whey powder. Which is like the epitome of what I'm allergic to. So if I was only looking for like the new, like the milk kanji without reading all the katakana, I could have easily missed that and had a horrible reaction. So check the katakana too for words like butter, whey powder, any kind of cream, but read all of the katakana just to be careful.
Same with nuts and other things. Like, try to have a look, and if you can't read it, always get someone to double check it for you. Be safe. Moving away from allergies, just if you come here and you're vegetarian, there is a thing that one of my friends told me, and she calls it surprise meat. People will say it's vegetarian. They go like, no, it's fine, it's vegetarian. And it's there, and it has like bacon on top. It's fine, it's vegetarian, just take it out.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If you're vegetarian and if you're a strict vegetarian, you need again to mention that, because things might be fried in animal fat. Many soups contain little bits of it, like in the stock and such.
Definitely.
If you are a pescatarian, again, you are safer, Because fish is in so many products.
Oh,
if
gosh,
you can't eat fish or meat, it's a lot harder. Always check the labels, always double check with the people, but sometimes people will still give you surprise meat. But there is actually, they're like vegan meetups and vegetarian meetups now in Turkey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, a friend of mine goes to those.
Really? Okay.
So if you're really curious about that, there are people who are interested in that, and there are no restaurants who actually target towards that. So that's a new thing that's happening. So if you like look on the meetup groups or just like look on the web, you might be able to find a community and then make friends. Okay. Maybe have like a lactose intolerant meetup in the future.
That would, yeah, exactly.
I must say it's a lot harder to be vegetarian and especially vegan in Japan.
There are more vegan restaurants opening. And there's more like, I don't know, vegan desserts. Like I'm finding more vegan ice cream and things like that lately. So it is changing, not quite as fast as maybe the US or in Europe or Australia.
Oh, also big thing what comes into my mind is when you come here and you have substitutes, don't expect these substitutes to be here.
Oh gosh, yes.
So like quorn is a big thing for like vegetarians as a substitute. It's a kind of like, I think, a mushroom that is like meat, and you can use it as a substitute for meat. I've never seen quorn in Japan.
I haven't either.
I've seen it in the UK.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen it in Germany. Have not seen it in Japan.
Yeah.
So again, or if you, for example, like baked beans and just go like, oh, it's fine, I'll just have baked beans on toast.
Yeah.
You might have to look. You might have to go to a specialized place, like an international food store that will sell the kind of baked beans that you're used to.
Right.
They might sell beans, but not the ones that you know. Some things that you are used to and you think everyone knows and everyone will have will not exist here because it's a different culture.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the challenge. Speaking of which, though, I think there's a lot of unique alternatives that you might not find in other countries that are vegan related, you know, that are only in Japan.
There are vegetables and then there are herbs and then there are herbs that grow in the mountains.
Yeah.
That you eat to a certain season and you can eat those and it will be like a whole new world of vegetables and stuff and roots and leaves and stuff you can eat here. Actually, that's another thing you can actually celebrate. There will be different fruits, different stuff to just try out, so you can dive into those.
Like a whole new world of vegetables. I can find a daikon or a rincon or like whatever I want. It's true though, it's a whole new world of vegetables and fruit.
Oh, there's so many stuff that you can only get in a certain season. And there's a good place for vegan ramen in Harajuku I've been to.
Okay.
And again, they brand that. They have the normal menu, but then they have special things saying, oh, this is our seasonal vegan ramen, and they will have seasonal vegetables in there, and they will be vegan. They pride themselves in that as well, so you know they're doing it properly there, and you can see them prepare it right in front of you.
Just tell me where that ramen place is, because I need to check that out.
In a couple of years, things might look different. I think things have started to change now as well, but for now, stay safe, I'd say.
Carry your EpiPen if you need it.
Don't forget to have like a little note in Japanese, maybe. If you can't say it and you're not confident about your pronunciation, find something that just says, I'm allergic to, I can't even eat things that might have been fabricated in an area that contain, for example, nuts. Maybe write down your blood group in case you collapse, or if you need if you have any requirements, write that down as well. And enjoy all the other things that are new here. I mean, there's so many tofu products here.
Yes.
And stuff that you might have never seen. Enjoy Japan when you come here. Stay safe, and we've done other videos about living in Japan that you might find very, very helpful.
Woohoo!
And also about your brand and such, so we put the links below. Be sure to click your way and find those. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you soon. Bye!
Thank you guys.